So what exactly is the SPL D-League? Think of it as the Proving Grounds, a league where rising coaches battle for their shot at the big stage. Win here and you earn promotion to the SPL Main League, one of the most competitive draft environments out there. This season, I'm competing in the SPL D-League as part of the Halucha House Party, coached and mentored by Shuckle King himself. It's a stacked group and the goal is simple: climb through the ranks and earn that spot in SPL Main. I had the 8th pick out of 12. Sitting right in the middle ground where you've got to plan ahead and draft for synergy, not just star power. And unlike some leagues, high tier Terras are banned here, meaning we're working with low tier Terra options only. It makes team building way more creative and forces every pick to pull double duty. If you want to support the channel and follow along this SPL run, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the channel. And if you want to get involved yourself, hop into my Discord. The link's in the description. It's the best place to connect, run mocks, and be part of the community. What's going on, my fellows? It's your boy DyeItTight, and welcome to my SPL D-League draft breakdown. With the 8th overall pick, I decided to lock in Greninja, one of the most flexible and unpredictable Pokemon you can start with. Greninja brings elite speed, massive coverage, and set flexibility. You can go special, physical, mixed, pivot with U-turn, or even run niche sets like a Spike lead. What makes it stand out in Draft League is its ability to threaten a wide variety of targets, forcing defensive cores to react and opening windows for the rest of my squad. Its offensive pressure is relentless. Even when it isn't racking up KOs, by forcing switches or defensive plays, Greninja shapes the early game and sets up mid and late game sweepers to capitalize. This makes it an excellent foundation for drafting the rest of my roster, giving me a versatile, adaptable lead that can adjust week to week. Beyond pressure, Greninja also synergizes with multiple roles. It can pivot into a safe U-turn to maintain tempo, chip down defensive walls, or threaten a key KO that forces the opponent to play cautiously. It's a pick that doesn't need to be crazy to be impactful, just controlling the battlefield turn by turn is enough to tilt games in my favor. For my 2nd pick, I grabbed Landorus Therian, a consistent powerhouse and one of the most reliable glue pieces in Draft League. Lando T offers Intimidate for physical control, Stealth Rock for early game hazard pressure, and U-turn for momentum, all while sporting a solid ground flying typing. It's an anchor that checks physical sweepers, punishes overcommits, and creates opportunities for my offensive picks to thrive. Pairing Lando T with Greninja builds immediate synergy. Lando can wear down physical threats and handle switch-ins, while Greninja exploits openings on the field. It's a combination that forces opponents to think 2 steps ahead, giving me control over the pace of the match before it even begins. What makes Lando T so valuable in Draft League is its flexibility and reliability. Whether acting as a defensive pivot, hazard setter, or momentum piece, it adapts to the matchup and enhances the performance of every other teammate. It doesn't always steal the spotlight, but its consistency quietly wins games, which is exactly what you want in the early rounds. For my 3rd pick, I went with Iron Hands, a Pokemon that balances raw offensive power with defensive stability. Iron Hands hits hard with Stab, Drain Punch, and Thunder Punch, while Volt Switch lets me pivot and maintain tempo. Its physical bulk allows it to absorb hits that would otherwise threaten my offensive sweepers or Greninja, giving the team a reliable mid-game anchor. Beyond damage, Iron Hands applies constant pressure and punishes overcommits as well. Opponents must respect its offensive presence, which in turn opens opportunities for my later picks to capitalize. Its role isn't flashy, it doesn't need to dominate every turn, but it keeps games under control and creates room for other Pokemon to shine. Iron Hand also adds synergy with the team. It can act as reliable checks to common threats while maintaining momentum and ensuring my offensive pieces aren't trapped behind walls. Its balance of bulk and pressure makes it one of those Pokemon that quietly defines a draft and sets up framework for the rest of the squad. For my 4th pick, I locked in Ogerpon Hearthflame, a powerful offensive anchor for this draft. Ogerpon hits like a truck with Ivy Cudgel that has a potential chance to crit, and breaks through abilities like Sturdy and Multiscale thanks to Mold Breaker. It immediately forces opponents to rethink their game plan. Anytime it's on the field, defensive cores have to respect its power and play cautiously. What makes Ogerpon especially valuable in Draft League is its versatility and momentum pressure. It's not just a nuke, it chips down threats, creates openings for my other Pokemon, and punishes teams that overcommit to stopping Greninja or Iron Hands or even Lando T. In many ways, it's the piece that lets the rest of the team operate more freely, because opponents have to account for it every turn. It synergizes beautifully with the rest of my roster. By pressuring the field consistently, Ogerpon sets up opportunities for pivots, hazard setters, and sweepers alike. It's the kind of Mon you want leading the charge, always threatening, always opening up the battlefield. For my 5th pick, I went with Terra Pheasantipity, adding a versatile and disruptive presence to round out my team. Pheasantipity isn't just about bulk. It's about control, tempo, and creating openings for my offensive threats. Its flexibility with Terra allows me to shift momentum, punish resistances, and exploit defensive mistakes. It has utility in multiple forms. It can weaken key threats with chip damage, set up mid-game, have momentum, or safely pivot to a teammate that can capitalize on the situation. Pheasantipity also fills holes in my team's matchup, spreading coverage and resistances that complement Greninja, Ogerpon, and Iron Hands. What makes it so impactful in Draft League is that it quietly dictates how the opponent plays. They have to account for its presence on the field, especially with its ability to poison with every attack with its ability. It's a pick that doesn't rely on flashy KOs, but consistently creates opportunities for my other Pokemon, shaping games in subtle yet decisive ways. For my 6th pick, I grabbed Blastoise, bringing in reliable hazard control and solid utility. Blastoise is a draft staple for a reason. It can clear hazards with Rapid Spin, pivot with Flip Turn, and provide moderate offensive pressure if needed. Its natural bulk allows it to take hits that would otherwise threaten my fragile sweepers, maintaining board control and tempo. Blastoise also enhances my offensive pieces. Greninja and Ogerpon can operate more aggressively knowing that hazards are managed, while Pheasantipity can rotate safely into advantageous positions. Beyond this, Blastoise acts as a flexible mid-round anchor. It can stall, set up, weaken key threats, or buy turns for sweepers to prepare. Its consistency makes it invaluable in Draft League. It doesn't steal highlight reels, but it stabilizes games, mitigates risks, and ensures that my draft strategy runs smoothly each week. Blastoise is the kind of pick that lets the rest of the team shine without needing to dominate directly. For my 7th pick, I went with Terra Basculegion, a high-powered, flexible offensive threat that can punish mistakes and swing games. Its raw offensive presence forces respect, opening space for the rest of my squad to operate. Terra also lets me adjust to matchups, turning moderate hits into dangerous threats while covering key weaknesses. The male and female forms offer different angles as well. Male focuses on raw physical offense to break walls, while female leans into special to hit different parts of the team. The unpredictability keeps opponents guessing, making it difficult for them to draft or play defensively around it. In Draft League, Basculegion excels because it can function as both a win con and a pressure tool. It synergizes with pivoting teammates, hazards, and sweepers, keeping opponents on edge throughout the match. Its versatility and power make it one of my key late-game threats, ensuring that the offensive side of my team is always dangerous. For my 8th pick, I grabbed Mesprit, the glue that holds my team together. Mesprit can spread status, provide utility with moves like Knockoff and Encore, pivot into threats safely, and act as a soft check to multiple types. Its value isn't in flashy KOs, it's in how it ensures my other picks to operate without fear and shapes tempo each turn. Mesprit adapts depending on the matchup. It can slow down faster attackers, disrupt setup, or punish overcommits. This adaptability lets me react week to week and adjust strategies based on my opponent's draft. Its versatility is essential in Draft League. Mesprit may not always make highlight plays, but it consistently preserves momentum, creates safe spaces, and ensures my offense and defense can fulfill their roles effectively. For my 9th pick, I went with Argalodon, a sturdy physical wall and reliable counter to bulky threats. Its combination of physical bulk, useful resistances, and strong offensive tools like Draco Meteor and Electro Shot allow it to check stall-oriented teams while maintaining offensive pressure. Argalodon can absorb hits that would otherwise threaten my sweepers, giving it the freedom to operate safely and maintain momentum. What makes Argalodon so valuable in Draft League is its ability to control matchups that could otherwise slow down my team. Bulky waters, dragons, and common physical attackers all have to respect its presence, which also frees up Greninja, Ogerpon, and Iron Hands to pressure freely. It's not just a defensive pivot, it also acts as a deterrent, shaping how opponents play and preventing them from overextending into my offensive threats. Argalodon's versatility is another reason it's such a strong mid to late pick. It can switch into repeated attacks safely, punish opponents with strong retaliations, or even chip down setup sweepers over time. In some matchups, it doubles as a win con, slowly grinding down teams while providing utility support to the rest of my squad. Its consistency makes it one of those Pokemon that's quietly defining games. You may not see it get a highlight KO, but its impact is felt every turn. Overall, Argalodon adds depth and security to my roster. It completes my defensive structure while still contributing offensively, making it a key piece that opponents have to account for from the very start. By combining bulk, utility, and offensive pressure, it ensures my team operates smoothly and keeps me in control of the battle flow. For my 10th and last pick, I grabbed Hisui Avalugg, a massive physical wall that anchors my backline and punishes overcommits. Its incredible physical bulk lets it absorb repeated hits, while moves like Avalanche capitalize on opponents' aggression. Avalugg's slow speed is a feature, not a bug. It forces opponents to plan around it and creates safe windows for my faster threats. Paired with Lando T, Iron Hands, and Archaladon, it completes my defensive backbone, letting my offensive sweepers operate freely and safely. And that's the team, a mix of offensive firepower, defensive anchors, and versatile utility, all built to dominate in the SPL D-League. From Greninja's unpredictable pressure to Lando T's and Hisui Avalugg holding down the field, Iron Hands provides consistent momentum and Ogerpon Hearthflame swinging games with raw power. Every pick was made with synergy and flexibility in mind. Serendipity and Mesprit create space and support, while Blastoise and Archaladon lock down hazards and check threats. Bascu Legion rounds things out with versatile offensive threat in keeping opponents on edge every turn. This isn't just a team built to play, it's a team built to win, week after week, and fight for a shot at the SPL main league. Every Pokemon has a purpose, every role is covered, and every matchup is a challenge I'm ready for. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the channel to support the content. And if you want to get involved yourself, hop into my Discord, the link's in the description. It's the best place to connect with other coaches and discuss draft league strategy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.